Hello, everybody. My name is Baylor Bands, and welcome to the B&B Tavern. Baylor's Blades, yay! We're back. We're back and better than ever. It's good to see everybody back. I got a little bit of a shave. Sorry, I was baking something today. I got a new job, 9 to 5, all that jazz. But either way, we are back and in action, ready to play Dungeons and Dragons. I think. How's everybody doing today? Are we excited to play Baylor's Blades again? Yeah! Yeah!
Yeah.
So,
What's terrifying is I'm currently learning how to sing Happy Birthday in Swedish from puppets that look almost exactly like that. So this is terrifying for me.
I think there's something wrong with Baylor's screen. He's looking a little fuzzy.
oh yeah?
I told him that I reckon that he's been
bit.
using a lot of moisturizer because his skin looks so soft right now.
I know, right? I look beautiful. Okay, so, do we have any announcements to make real quick? I know, BTP, there's a lot of stuff going on for you guys, I think.
Yeah, me and Thirsty above, Bloodthirsty Puppets, we have all new campaigns starting this week. We have a new campaign on Friday, set in space. We have a new campaign on Saturday, set in the D&D world. D&D. And we have a new game on Monday, previewing our new setting, which is Nuked! So, yeah. Lots of very cool things happening with BTP front. Stay tuned, check it out.
Nice, post-apocalyptic, I don't know how to say that word.
Let's try that again.
Post-apocalyptic.
It's the problem with
that.
not having a tongue, I think.
Mm.
Can't really
I got
wrap them
time
around
right here,
words.
right,
I know it's
right,
there, it's there.
Right here.
Yeah, but it doesn't move.
Right here.
It's paralysed, man.
I
It's not
know.
very difficult to
That's pretty mean.
pronounce them.
Been drinking too much soda. Way too much soda.
That's where you're going
Cognitive
with that,
Merchant, how you guys doing?
Good.
What have you guys been up to? Any announcements you want to make?
We're going to have a few new products on the website within the next 2 weeks. We're going to have a player's kit. So kind of like our bespoke DM kits, only for a player. And instead of it being a carry case theme, it's like an old tome, like a big book.
Yeah.
You get like a dice roller in there and tray. You get a place to store all your character sheets, your pens, your pencils, and it's got foam insert in it so that you can pluck it out and keep your dice in there or keep your minis in there. And there's also a holder for your phone or tablet, because I know a lot of us use phones and tablets for like spells and things like that. So yeah, we're literally finishing the prototype at the moment, and like literally it's opposite me. And as soon as that's done, we're going to put it up on the website. The other new product is we now have mini carry cases. So for those people that like want to carry their dice and minis with them, we get it's like a really nice carry case, leather as all our stuff is, and that again is full of the foam that you can just pluck out in squares and keep all your minis and your dice nice and safe.
Nice. You also have a really nice necklace. If you want to talk about that.
Yeah, these we've been doing these. So these can be used as necklaces or wrist cuffs. They can even be like as headpieces. So some of them just have one eye.
Ooh.
Like each one's like a little bit different from the other. So yes, they're quite cool.
Very nice, very nice.
And I think you have an announcement for the Cognitive Merchant as well?
Ooh, yes I do. If you are in America and heading over to any anime convention or video game convention, you should head over to the one in New Orleans at MechaCon. The tickets are only, I think, like $65, and we will have a table there selling some goods for you, the American people of the superior product. We'll have like cups and a bunch of other nice swag stuff. I'm actually working on making some custom dice towers to sell there as well for Cognitive Merchant. And then on top of that, we will also have a DM kit floor model to raffle away.
Yes. So they'll be able to win a DM kit by just buying a raffle ticket.
Yes, indeed, and we'll figure out how we're going to do that. But either way, it's going to be really fun. Hope to see a lot of you people there. And apart from that, we're going to be starting to host Hearthstone tournaments, so keep an eye out for that. It's all medieval fantasy still, good stuff, esports, tech bubble, all this stuff back and forth, just trying to keep everything in motion. So either way, are we ready to go?
Yeah!
Fuck yeah.
Okay, I'm done because my arm's killing me, actually.
Yay!
Yay, it's
There we
Big
go.
Baylor!
It's me.
So where did the puppet come from?
Oh, I've had that lying around for years.
Okay.
I was like, you know what, that might be fun.
Yeah.
I think that answer is honestly creepier than you had it made.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just been sitting around for years.
You told me you wanted to come on the show.
Yeah, that was the request I had. It's like, this thing's gonna happen. My friend is gonna be on the stream at the very beginning of my sub. I'm like, okay, cool. And this puppet appears. I'm like, I've worked with worse.
I could actually just move on over here and then just have the other guy, and that would rest my arm more easily. But either way, I don't think we want a creepy puppet the entire time, so we'll get into the swing of things here. It is when last we left our heroes, you have killed a racist family and then deported their children.
Yeah! Heroes!
Yeah.
Which is just sort of the impersonating fathers, which is just as good as the actual father, and saving a lycanthrope family. Are you going to comply? And long story short, they have completed some of the tasks. Slough is going to help them find, after avenging her dead husband, going to help them find Shia LaBeouf, this serial killer cannibal, and they spoke with their lieutenant and or lieutenant, excuse me, and have gotten a weird little quest from Curiosity as well, and now Scales is full golden as well.
He's pimp as hell.
Mm-hmm.
And anything else? I think basically you guys decide to rest at the penthouse, and then you guys were going to head over to the Thirsty Heart the following day to meet up with Slough.
Yes.
So, with that being said, you are in the penthouse. You wake up and you hear the sounds of fireworks and cheers, and you just hear nothing but positive noises, like the sounds of festivities going on outside of the barracks, and a little bit inside the barracks as well. You do hear some band playing or something.
Nice.
Do any of you wake up and take a look out the window or anything, or are you guys just sort of going about your day, or?
Spring to the window.
Yeah, the second that Scales hears music, he's up.
You hear the joyous tunes of festivities. You hear pan flutes and bagpipes and just drums and just sort of happy, not bagpipes, but just I don't know, something that sounds really cool. And you see sort of this buffet of breakfast like materials being displayed for you guys, and it's just delicious, and you have all this stuff, and there's people just getting at picnic tables. It's good fun.
Okay.
You see ribbons and also balloons and whatnot, and you realize today is the first day of the month-long festival of Malice Dave.
Month-long festival?
Yes.
Right.
What do we know about the festival?
Malice Dave is in honor of somebody, of basically this sort of long-forgotten brave warrior who managed to save the kingdom that you guys are a part of, and just so happens to... the legend is that Malice Dave was this warrior that fought off
was the last man standing of an army that fought off for a whole month against another army, and it's just just another reason. Good. They put more emphasis. It's a lot more commercialized now, if you will, because they're trying to because of the war and there's so much like sad stuff going on right now. They want to like have more positive things in life, so they're like really like pushing for the positivity of Malice Dave.
That sounds good.
Oh, will someone stop that fucking noise?
What
Scales
noise?
gets a big smile on his face and grabs his loot and goes to join in.
Fair enough. You go out and you immediately recognize some of your fellow sort of happy-go-lucky fellow soldiers that also that are not master bards like you, but are pretty proficient in the instrument that they've chose to play with. And you join in and roll me a performance check to see how well you sync up really quickly. Oh, using a fancy cut.
Oh yes. Performance. Let me have a little look what I get to add to that. 7, so that's 18.
Nicely done. Not a problem at all for you, Scales. You managed to sync up and actually make the tune feel a little more harmonized.
Good.
They're well coordinated soldiers, but they're not well coordinated in music per se. It's just more for the frivolities and whatnot. So it's the first day of the festival, and you hear a lot of "yeah" for Scales, because they're so excited to hear you play. Because you're always so you love to talk about tactical war stuff, and because you're ambassador and such like that. But either way, you sync up fine. What else are you guys doing? What are the other people doing?
Do I hear like Gromore complaining about the music?
You do. He says it loudly enough in his room.
All right. The first thing I do is I'm gonna go in there, into his room, just throw the door open. Are you in bed? Are you still asleep or trying to sleep? All right. Cool. Having just woken up herself, she's gonna just go in there, hearing him moaning about the music. It's like, well, it's a month-long festivity. Time to get up, grumpy ass. And I'm just gonna keep casting Thunderclap in his general direction until he wakes up.
Excellent.
I hate you.
It's time to wake up. Time to wake up.
Why?
The sun is shining. Wants to say hello.
The sun can fuck off.
Yeah, I can fuck off out of bed. This is the sun.
I pick up the closest object and just throw it in Ducky's general direction.
I would like to dodge.
Roll me a dexterity.
Ah, shit.
And then...
Is it a dex save? It makes completely no odds. I don't have any bonuses to it. But...
Dex, and then you roll me... I guess we'll just do a battle of the... Roll me a strength.
Nice.
13.
Okay, 21.
Yeah, that totally nails me.
What are you throwing?
I just picked up the closest thing that comes to hand. You get to decide what that was. I would recommend like a wine bottle, but hey.
You grab your clock and you throw it at her, and you take one point of bludgeoning damage, Ducky.
Ow!
Because that was a pretty nasty throw.
With the grumpy face of someone whose prank has gone wrong, I'm going to climb onto the end of his bed, stand down and look at him, and actually cast Thunderwave in his face. Which, by the way, does do damage. I was being kind and aiming it at the ceiling, but no. You brought this upon yourself, sir. Where is it?
Shadow
You need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw. Oh, this is excellent. Not only was it nat 20, but I get a +7.
In that case, you don't take any damage, but it is in your face.
Yeah. I'm just like, I'm sorry, what was that?
It's time to get up.
While my bed is destroyed, everything in the entire room is ruined by an enormous cube of thunder damage.
Yep. Well,
I'm so like, I'm sorry.
it's time you woke up. I'm just gonna grab the duvet, turn my back on him, and walk out of the room. I'm not looking. I'm just walking with the duvet.
At this point, Grandma's just going to stand up in his nightshirt, pull on his boots, and leave the room. Everything in here is destroyed.
I'll then go meet the others at the breakfast room if that's where they are.
Yeah. I'll be downstairs eating, chilling, waiting for Scales to stop playing and go to work.
For how long do you play Scales?
Like 30 minutes.
Oh god, no.
Yeah, that's a good set. 30 minutes.
Take a D20. D20 hours.
No!
D4!
He's a lover of music. Wisdom saves. How can he pull himself away?
roll me a D4.
3.
All right, for an hour and a half, you play.
Cool.
And you guys do as you reach your breakfast room, you do smell the perfect smells of cooked sausage and salmon and eggs and fruit and just all that good jazz, and the aroma of like what smells like a large concentration of coffee somewhere. And you do notice outside there's like a keg of coffee outside, and because it's medieval fantasy, and what would you guys like to do? Would you like to have just like breakfast there, or would you like to have breakfast in your own breakfast room, stuff like that?
I'm going to stomp downstairs from my room, stomp through the breakfast room, and go to my private wine cellar. Hopefully it is slightly quieter, and it is full of booze.
It is. It's still jam-packed.
Huzzah!
It's restocked every week.
Shadow is going to stay in the breakfast room and just have food and coffee, I suppose. Smells good.
Grandma's going to have his morning brandy.
Oh, early start.
It helps him wake up, and it fights off the hangover.
Fair enough. So you guys all have a lovely breakfast. Your mission today, as you guys have set yourself, is to meet Slough at the Thirsty Heart and try to find the restaurant Morky Morg where he usually hangs out at.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I take a pocket full of sausage, and obviously get dressed at some point. You know, I don't pursue the rest of this adventure in a nightshirt and boots.
Yeah, I decided to get dressed also. But I
Good choice.
I'm going to get dressed, but I'm also just going to hide his duvet.
What's the point? My bed is destroyed.
Well, because eventually we'll have to go back to bed, and it'll be annoyance because you're also going to have to get a duvet.
I suppose.
Do I need to roll stealth or sleight of hand to hide this duvet, or?
Where
I
are
don't
you
want him to
thinking
find
of-
it.
Where are you thinking of hiding this duvet?
Actually, no, I have a much better idea. During the hour and a
Okay.
half that we're waiting for Scales to come back, I'm going to find someone to deliver it to the orphanage.
Okay, you find one of sort of the I guess you could say deliverers of the barracks, and you grab him, and he says, yes, what?
I'm going to make a donation to the orphanage. Here's the item. Make sure it gets to the person in charge.
Okay.
That's it.
Any specific orphanage?
The one run by Baracus on the outside of town. I think I'm remembering that right.
Oh, the one by the windmill.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, absolutely. Yes, I know exactly that one. It's a little bit of a trip, but I can definitely do it.
It's worth it for the poor innocent children.
You're quite right. Happy Malice Dave, man.
And you too.
Indeed, totally worth it for a wine-soaked blanket.
Yep, I'm doing it. I don't care.
You walk away and you do notice him smelling and kind of giving odd head turns to it, because it does reek a little bit of like.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Irish coffee and wine and just...
Oh gosh. I'm gonna go back over. I realized it was completely soaked in wine. I'll just cast prestidigitation on it and clean the motherfucker.
He says, there we go. That seems more suitable for children, you know.
I'm not really good with them. I just send them things and make things better.
I can tell, but good save.
Thank you.
All right, cheerio. And he goes off. I'm sorry. Yeah, so you go ahead and give that duvet away. So now, what would you? Is there anything you guys would like to do before you head off on your magical adventure?
We've restocked our missiles and shit, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm all good.
Yes. I'm going to make sure I'm carrying my normal supply of booze on my person, with which to bribe, young impressionable orphans and things. Yeah, a bit of booze can get you a lot further than money. Also, because I'm not giving them any of my fucking money.
It's a brand new experience for them that their parents probably wouldn't approve.
Well, they're orphans. I mean,
Yeah, that's why you give it to orphans.
Gosh.
Oh, this is fantasy. There's no social support system. They're probably going to end up drinking anyway.
Oh.
Might as well give them some nice stuff. Ruin their taste for the cheap stuff.
Right, fair enough.
It makes them aspirational. It's a tough laugh. Here, have exceptionally good brandy. Oh, I can't bear to drink cheap brandy anymore. So they have to get a good job and go to school.
Go to school, kids.
Go to school, kids.
Drugs.
Good message.
Yeah,
I'm sold on it. So
drink expensive brandy. Don't do drugs. Stay in school.
Right. Okay, there you have it. So, are you guys going to go ahead and head down to the Thirsty Heart, or is there anything else you would like to do?
No, heading down to Thirsty Heart.
Straight there for me.
Yep.
Yep, I'm with them.
Yep.
Right.
That sounds like an okay idea. I'm going to bring along the scary sword.
Scary sword?
Yeah.
The sword held by a deep, bone arm. Is that the one?
It's a fleshy arm.
It is. It's like sort of fleshy because it's like the arm of a lich or something like that.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like zombie flesh.
Yeah.
It's got some bony bits on, but yeah.
It's really handy. That's all we need to know.
It is indeed.
Everyone gets one. That was mine. Sorry.
So you guys go ahead and make your way down to the Thirsty Heart. It is currently you see a little bit of scaffolding in the front as for the accident of burning part of the building from last adventures. And you guys see it being prepared and whatnot, but fortunately it seems like it's busy today, and you see sort of, as you enter, you see it being busy and people being checked in and checked out, and seems Thirsty Heart's a very well-ran, established tavern, so it's very popular with all the more higher-end class people. And you arrive there, and you see it's not hard to find Slough. Slough is not a high-class person, so not as the apparel is not common in the Thirsty Heart, if you will. And you see her just sort of sleeping on one of the tables with at least a drink in her hand, just sort of been waiting.
Hello.
Hi. Hello. Hi.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm fine. How are you? It's good to see you. I thought you weren't going to come, actually.
How come? We said we will.
Well, yes, but that was yesterday.
Well, just as well you waited then.
Well, I'm glad you showed up either way. As promised, I will show you the way to Shiloh Buff, and it's sort of hard to find the Morgenkainen's mess hall, but it's with the right people you can find it, and I'm that right person. So, if there's any questions before we head in there, or before we start searching for it, now would be the time before we start actively looking for it.
When it comes to supplies and things that we may need, is there any advice you have for us?
I would just say stay aware and be very close to your person. The mess hall attracts quite a few pickpocketers.
Right, okay. So, to find this place, we don't need to particularly have any special equipment?
No, there's Morg doesn't know this, but there's a certain group of people that keep an eye out for where he goes throughout the town and where he places his mess hall. So if you know who to speak with the right people, they have a sort of word of mouth kind of situation. So that way, if there's no magic or any devices used, it can't be tracked. It's undetectable word of mouth.
Okay.
There's usually a person that hangs three blocks down of Thirsty Heart. That's usually the first person we could speak to, and they will probably know the information that we need to find the mess hall where it is residing today.
Okay, let's go find these people.
Okay, all right. So you guys go ahead and you head on over, and you find you sort of follow her through the blocks and through sort of halfway through an alley that's like between a couple of houses, and you're greeted by a half-orc in sort of roguish apparel, and she sort of discussed with him, and they relay back and forth, and she says, I think I found it. He says that it's most likely near a place that's it's by thieves guilds. He's working there today because it's the first day of Malice Day, and usually Malice Days the thieves guilds like to go out and take a couple of foods and give it to some of the homeless. So they like to do that. Morg likes to get business there as well during that day. So I think that would probably be your best bet.
Okay, yes. Let's. Should we go and try and find this place?
Yeah.
No problem.
Sounds like a good bet.
I know exactly where it is. And you guys had. She says, "Do you guys have like a horse and carriage or something? Because it's a little bit on the other side of town."
We do, don't we?
Yes, we've got a cart somewhere.
You do.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was minding it for us last time until we got back.
Yeah, let's get that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Not exactly called a carriage, but yeah.
Well, you get a horse and cart.
It'll attract less attention anyway.
Yep.
Well, apart from scales.
Hmm.
You might want to wear like a darker cloak or something, because
Well, yeah, Scales has always had a dark red robe over his golden armor, and over the armor before that as well. Anyway, but yeah, he's still very shiny underneath that. But he'll button up his robe and try and hide some of the shiny.
Fair enough. You do the best to mask your great disco ballness of yourself.
I hide my disco balls.
Very
Hard
nice.
to armor those.
So, as you guys go ahead and get the horse and cart, and you get to the thieves guild, or what the area seems like where the thieves guild is, it takes you about 3 hours, and you get there. It's about little past midday, and once you get there, you see that it's sort of like an abandoned barn. Like, it looks like there was a town made around it, and it used to be a farm, but the farm doesn't exist anymore, and all there's left is really just an abandoned barn that really hasn't been done anything with. And she points out, there it is, right there.
Scales turns to his lovely cat friend and just says, I think maybe you should scout on ahead. Just check the place out before we go storming in.
Sure, why not?
Check and see if there's any sentries or traps or any extra guards on the lookout for people that maybe shouldn't be here.
It is a tavern, right?
Yes, it's a pub.
But it's a secret tavern, right?
Well,
Yeah.
I will. Sharsa will go ahead and sneak up near the entrance, and she'll observe for anybody going in if there's any sort of secret knock or password or anything like that, maybe, or if it's just your regular walk in and get a beer.
Well, it's just the sort of it's like the barn. So it's weird. It's like the barn doors, and then there's like doors within the door.
Yeah.
And you see people right now just sort of walking in and out of it. Some with a tray of food. Some walking in looking very hungry and stuff like that. Doesn't seem too suspicious, but it doesn't look like it's it doesn't look like it's an official company or doing it or something.
Okay. Right. I'll head back to the group and say I don't think there's any sort of special knock or password or anything. I think we should just go ahead and go in.
Yeah. Okay.
Go on, Scales. You lead.
Yeah, Scales will go forth and go through the door.
As you guys enter, you see sort of, as you enter, you see in the middle of the barn inside looks a lot more put together than it does outside. It looks not burnt down or anything. It looks like it's been kept pretty well, as much as it tries to leave the illusion outside as best as possible. And you see in the middle there's a statue of a golden crow, and you see sort of circular tables and chairs sort of sat about, and on the left side of the wall, a row of tables and people in sort of hoods and cloaks and whatnot, just sort of handing out food, and they're just feeding the homeless families and whatnot right now. And you see a couple. You see, as you look around, you see that there's a back wall area with. It looks very close, so it looks smaller than it does on the inside, on the outside.
Okay. Yeah, Scales will just go straight to the bar.
There is no bar per se. There is just there's like a table with like drinks and like paper cups and whatnot to be able to give.
Okay. So yeah, he'll just go over to that table and pour himself a drink, and then go find a table of older homeless people, if you can.
Make a perception check.
So. Perception. So that would be a 20.
Nicely done. Yeah, you do find a couple that are with some of what seems like members of the Thieves Guild, just helping them eat and whatnot. Like, they look really old and frail, like in bad condition.
Okay. Yeah, Scales just goes and sits down with them and, like, just slowly sips his drink and is listening into the conversation around him.
Sure. It's not hard to... if there was music going on, which there isn't, it would be a lot harder to take in. But because you're a bard and you're able to sort of differentiate the sounds and whatnot, you're able to sort of pinpoint it a lot more easily. So you're just hearing them talk, and they're just sort of reminiscing of what it was like before they went homeless and whatnot, or some of them were born with homeless families and really it didn't get better for them and whatnot. And they're just... Thieves Guild people they don't seem anything suspicious. They're just sort of being an ear to listen to for them.
Okay.
Shadowstep's going to go around and just check out the walls. Did you say it looks smaller on the inside?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to see whether there's any secret doors or hidden doors or doors in general.
Sure. You look around and you see that from going through the door to the wall across from it, you go over there and you sort of feel around. Nobody's really paying too much of a mind, you think. And what's your passive?
Let's see. Sorry. Passive perception 16.
Ah, wow, very nice. You are a cat. And you sort of feel around, and you're kind of just doing sort of like a rubbing motion to feel if you hear like an echo with the rubbing against the wall, because the wall is full of wood and you're seeing maybe there's a hollow spot. Sort of close to the right of the mid, like to the right of the table. That's serving the drinks and whatnot. That's in front of the wall. You do feel that part a little more hollower. It's hard to differentiate because some of the barn is not really in good condition. So you don't know if it's a lack of infrastructure or it's like an opening.
Okay. Can I have a closer look at it? Can I see anything? Any latches or any?
Yeah. Roll me an investigation check.
Investigation is shit. That's 3.
You think it maybe is a lack of infrastructure. You don't really see too much in the way of anything. You do hear behind you an "Oi! What are you feeling the wall for? Are you blind?"
Sort of, and I really squint my eyes at them.
Roll me a deception check.
Oh.
Deception.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh man. 2.
Woo.
I didn't say I am blind. I said sort of.
You see him sort of grab to his knife, not pulling it out, but getting a little closer and putting his hand on your shoulder and says, "What are you looking for? Because I can tell you're not blind." Nobody just goes, "I can see."
I'm looking for pictures on the wall.
Pictures?
Yeah.
Pictures
Sometimes.
of what?
So, in my family home, back home where I'm from,
Yeah?
we have little wooden pictures on walls. Don't you?
No. No, this is just a barn.
Oh, weird. How weird. Okay, never mind. Carry on. Bye-bye.
Something roll me another deception check.
Oh, fuck this shit. 5. I'm changing dice.
Yeah, I'll leave you alone. No problem. As long as you tell me what you're looking for.
I'm looking for Rod. I'm from the Board of Health.
You're looking for what? Sorry.
For mold. You know, I didn't want to say straight out because I don't want to scare people. But
Where's your badge?
Yeah, please tell me that we can hear this.
All three of you Scales, Growmore and Ducky, roll me a perception. Scales, you hear this.
It's okay. I can go really fast.
14.
Yeah.
Growmore, you can hear it. Ducky, you're too engrossed in the golden crow statue.
Yeah, I will get up and go and I put my arm around the tabaxi and literally just step up and put my arm round Shadow and look at this thief and just say, I'm so sorry. I took my eye off her for 1 second. She's homeless, you see, and
right.
she lost everything because she ate some very bad mushrooms, kind of addled her brain a little. As you can see...
In the city?
Yes, well, she didn't. She wasn't always in the city. She was on the outskirts, and she ate some bad mushrooms and went crazy, and she's been here ever since. We don't even know what her name is properly. We just call her Oi.
What?
Huh?
What is... Roll me a deception.
Where am I? +5, so that's 22. That's better. Because Chaos is charismatic rather than the rogue.
I'm a monk.
Well, these people over here, they have little to nothing, or absolutely nothing to their name. So, at least keep a leash on her, so that way she's respectful of the other people around.
Oh, I will do. She's just a little addled, that's all. But I normally keep a good eye on her. I was just so tired, that was all. But I'll take her over to the table with me, and I literally
see that you do that.
And as she starts to hiss, my hand goes over her mouth, and I move her away. Just
A bite Scales.
yeah, I just kind of like mugging at the guards, just like, and I step her away over to the table, and I just whisper over it, like I whisper into her ear and just say, listen, leave dealing with the people to me. If you get caught, give me a shout or something.
I'll start dealing with the right people then, rather than sitting at the homeless table. There's a room behind us, supposedly.
Yes, but I didn't realise that you were going to wander off and get yourself into trouble, dear. Now, sit down. Just act normal-ish. Maybe twitch occasionally. And I sit back down at the table with Shadow.
Fair enough. So, Growmore, Ducky, what are you guys doing?
Yes. Well, what Growmore's going to do is Growmore is just going to sit at a table with a spare seat, and he's just going to sit there and listen because he knows a bunch of different languages. He's just going to listen to what everyone's saying because they're looking for a place that's supposedly very hard to find. Who do you ask when you need to find something? You ask the people who see everything. The homeless.
Yeah.
Like, we've been pointed in the right direction, but, like, these are the people who'll be like, oh, did you see it when that happened? Or like, did you see that fella walking through that invisible door into that secret place?
You just need to run at the wall or something. Yeah.
Roll me a perception to try to break it down and try to listen to keywords.
This is Gromor, the incredibly posh halfling, breaking it down. Fucking hell. 22.
Nice.
As you're listening closely to these people, some of them are just talking about crazy stuff. Some of them are just talking about sort of the politics of the town, and they wish it was better. And you do hear a couple of words thrown around of just a door standing in the middle of nowhere nearby that they thought was interesting when they passed by it on the way to the barn.
Really?
It just seems to be hanging out there.
Do these people appear to be like rural homeless people, or are they?
No, some of them are a little bit lost in their head, but not entirely, not all of them.
Because the middle of nowhere and city doesn't really line up very well. So now I'm starting to wonder if we're looking for something that's not in the city anymore.
Oh well, no, I'm sorry. It's like it's just standing in the middle of the street. I'm sorry.
Ah, okay. It's standing unsupported, unattended
Yes.
by any structure. It's a
Yes.
proper Stargate moment.
Apologies for my phrasing.
That's right. That's cool. Yes. So, having what language did I overhear that in? Just out of curiosity.
You hear it in Gnomish.
Gnomish. Nope. I speak the language of all the other short races, but not gnomes.
Ducky, do you want to just roll a perception just to double check? DC won't be too high because you're close to Gromor. Yeah. Alright, well there you go. Yeah. There you go. The information was secured in some legitimate way.
Basically, I hear some people I don't understand and go, they sound like they know what they're talking about. Listen to them. Were they gnomes? Or were they like half-orcs who speak gnomish for no particular reason?
Sorry, it cut out for me. What did you say?
Yes. Were these homeless people gnomes, or were they half-orcs who were just like, gnome hipsters?
No, they were gnomes.
Oh.
It's close by the barn.
Maybe you could just ask them in gnomish, Ducky.
Yes. Yes, it was odd. It was very weird. It was standing there, just like that. It was interesting. It's some kind of weird magic. Yeah, it's over there, and just kind of points in that general vicinity, and the other gnome just taps him on the shoulder, pats him on the shoulder just to put his arm down. If you go around the barn in the back, it seems to be there. There's some people going in and out, but it looks like it's being watched by these people that have been giving us food. Quite. We assume it's just Morgy Morg. Yeah. Yep. Happy Mouse, Dave.
Excellent.
Once again, superior halfling intelligence gathering. Yes, you heard me. Right then.
So what do you?
Chair?
Don't turn this into WWE, guys. Don't turn this into WWE. So you out of nowhere.
Oh, how dreadfully disappointing.
So, do you guys go ahead and make your way over to what the supposed area the door is in?
Yeah.
Yes, let's go towards the door. But Ducky, do you happen to have any kind of association with this thieves' guild at all?
No. You're connected with a couple of the older thieves guilds. This seems to be, if you don't know this, it seems relatively new, Ducky.
Back before thieving was cool, eh?
Yes, I just thought I'd see whether we could possibly find a man on the inside. But yes, let's go make our way towards the door.
On our way, are the drinks being served to these people alcoholic?
No.
In any way, shape, or form? Are there any just homeless drunks laying around?
No.
Because I was thinking we could soak one in brandy and carry him around the back like he was looking for a place to throw up. Well, we can. I can help with that. I uncork some brandy and dip it over. Now you smell the part. What? I told you it was part of the plan. God damn it.
Roll me a strength check, Gromar. You're armed to the teeth, okay?
And 14.
Yeah, it's no problem.
Yeah.
It was a low DC, okay?
That's cool. Alright, should we just lay her on my shield and carry her around then?
Yeah, you kind of you take your shield and you kind of put her on a tray kind of thing. You lay her on and you sort of carry her over like that.
Yeah.
Very nice. Are you doing this in the barn or outside of the barn?
Outside.
Outside. If we just doused someone in booze, or if they spontaneously turned into an old beggar in full view of everyone, that would be a bit less circumspect.
Kind of what I was thinking, but just checking. All right. So you guys go ahead and go on over. You head around back at the bar. Do you head around the barn right side or left side?
Always go left.
Go the Widdershins. Oh. Thrice the go Widdershins. Yeah, we'll go Widdershins, apparently.
Yeah, we go left, dude.
All right. Is that like a British thing? Say to go left, you go. What Thirsty
It's actually-
just said.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. To be fair, I don't think we actually
All right,
are.
cool,
Going
thanks.
left is going anti-clockwise, isn't it? And we're not. But hey. I think going Woodishins is going anti-clockwise, which would have been going right. But hey. Going left, actually, yeah, would. We're going left.
Well, all right. Either way, you guys go ahead and make your way around
Yes.
left. As you head behind, you do see the very wide alleyway between the back of the barn, and another house is sort of there's a door just suspended with no support, and people are going in and out of it. Some of them are sitting at like some tables outside of the door having a drink and a laugh, and it seems to be more of the Thieves Guild members and whatnot, just enjoying themselves. All of them looking like they're from that guild in the barn, and they're just sort of keeping an eye out for it. And as you walk your way towards the door, you look behind, and across from the door on the alleyway is also a couple more just watching. And then, like, as you shadow step, you notice there's a couple on the roof, just sort of overseeing everything as well.
On the barn.
On the roof of, so like, yes, on the roof of the barn.
Okay. I make sure that everybody knows that.
Yeah, from this point in, Scales is going to start keeping a closer eye on his own person, like on his gear and his pockets, and he's going to be very, very, like, very, very paranoid. Like, if anybody bumps into
Roll
him,
me a perception.
that would be a 18.
Okay, cool. You're very spatially aware,
Yes.
so you most likely will be aware if somebody tries to pickpocket you.
Good. And then I think we should just make our way on over through this door.
Are we able to go through it?
I don't see why not.
So, if we're carrying someone stretcher bearers style on the shield, we're pretty much all going there.
Yeah, and I think at this point, like, Scales doesn't want to look too homeless. He wants to kind of look like he's somebody that's going to spend some money in this place. So he's going to open up his robe, let his shiny golden scales shine a little, and he'll like primp himself a little bit, make sure that his scales are shiny on his face, and just make sure that he looks decently well dressed.
Are you going to prestidigitate yourself?
Oh yeah, until I go blind.
As you do this, you guys walk in. Growmore, you have no problem. Shadowstep, you have no problem either. They put a hand up to you, Scales, and they say, "You look like a long way from home."
No, I've always been in this part of town for quite some years now. I'm a bard. I sing in taverns. I've taken part in the parade before now. That's how I've earned my gold. And I reach into a pocket, and I like show some gold coins, and I put them back again. I'm here to spend my hard-earned money in an establishment befitting of such a bard.
No bard's able to earn that money just from performing alone. Oh dear, your mic is gone or something. Is anybody able to hear him? Okay. Oh dear. Did like a mic unplug or something? The lisp was too strong. I don't think restarting a webcam will help, unfortunately.
Oh.
I can hear them like very faintly. Like I heard yeah, I hear you, but like it's so faint. While we're figuring out these technical difficulties, there's no difficulty in checking out darksilverforge.com and use the promo code B&B Tavern there to get 15% off your metal dice.
Metal dice. They're awesome. I bought you a set of those. Yeah. Okay. Like you bought me those. Pro gaming. Pro gamer.
Well, she has the HyperX on, so you know. She's pro.
Pro.
Is that something?
Yes. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, the microphone must have switched.
So-
I think.
Yeah, that was weird. But you're good. You guys are good now.
Okay, cool.
So
God.
see, he says, no bar's able to make enough money to look like that.
And Scales like flips his loot, his golden loot, round, and just literally like power chords it. Like,
Please
performance.
tell me it's like the tribute video, please.
Yeah.
Like, the sunburst from behind.
Yeah, in fact, yeah, he even uses prestidigitation to make his eyes like glow golden, and like enhances the sound from the lute and makes little sparky lights just. So God, please roll high. Do I get advantage for using prestidigitation?
Yeah.
Do I get advantage?
Nah.
No. Oh, okay. But it's still a 16 though. It's still good. Yeah.
Yeah, alright. I'll let you have advantage. Go on. Go on, you crazy kids.
16 was the highest.
Alright, fair enough. Well, with that being said, you pull off a quite nice nice. That's a nice stunt. But still not enough of a performance to get you that kind of stuff.
Listen, I'm a singer, a performer. This is how I have made my living. I don't own a fortune, but what I do have, I'm wanting to spend here in an establishment worthy of me.
Don't cause any trouble. I got my eye on you.
Good. I'm worth watching. And
You.
And he literally, like, as he turns around, he knocks up a little bit of dust from the ground with his tail, and literally, like, sashays away, like very camp.
Ugh, you bards are all cringy. So you go in Morgan Kanan's mess hall. You see arcane energies with floating bow ties of unseen servants, and you see just nothing but established, just a long array of just this big old, like, very, like, modernized restaurants. There's, like, leather booths and tables and the VIP section, and just what looks like a nailed up door on the side. So it's just the mess hall, and you see what seems to be the only human server there is the guy at the bar. Which is this crazy wild-haired dude with like a handlebar mustache.
Like that.
Yeah.
We do know what Shia LaBeouf looks like, right?
Yeah, he looks like Shia LaBeouf.
Can I spot him?
Yeah, make a perception.
Sure. Oh, natural 20.
No Shia LaBeouf right now.
Anything else interesting to spot while I'm spotting things?
To make good use of your natural 20, you do see a wide variety, and it looks like a bunch of different congregations of... there's a lot of uniforms going around, you notice, as you're able to depict. So it looks like there's a couple of under-the-table kind of negotiations, political or some other nature going on right now with a bunch of other things. And then there's just simple people drinking, laughing, and having a good time, or enjoying a good meal.
Okay.
Is there any kind of entertainment going on?
There's a unseen servant just playing a piano.
Okay. It's just something Scales would definitely want to know.
Fair enough. So, yeah, what would you guys like to do?
I'd like to walk up to the bar.
Yes, hello!
Hello!
Scales will go with her.
Hi!
I'll just have a drink, please. What do you serve here?
Everything.
Everything!
Oh, yes. Even
I'd
things you
like
don't
one
even
pint of
think
everything,
about.
please.
One
Well-
pint of everything. All right. Well, which brand of everything? We have everything amber, everything springs.
Let's try amber first, shall we?
Ah, yes, a man of adventure. I like it. All right. Would you like that in a small or large?
Are you taking the piss? Large!
All right. Well, that will be about 2 gold. It is
It's the part of town.
the best.
2 pints for... two gold for a pint of... a large of everything. Give it a go.
Yes, there you go. You see him like pull a bottle and like a bottle of the beer, and he pours it, and as it pours it changes different dark shades of color. First amber, then a dark shade of grape purple, and then like magenta red, and then it stops, and then the colors just sort of change periodically in the drink, and he hands it to you, and it looks like he's got a good amount of hop to it.
Nice.
That looks bloody excellent.
I'll have
When we say large, precisely how large do we mean?
We're talking about sort of like a glass of this size.
Okay. Right.
Scales will just ask for a nice fireball whiskey.
Okay, he hands it to you. That'll be 3 silver.
Yeah, gives it him, no problem.
And what was it you wanted, Tabaxi?
Just a bowl of milk for me, please.
Bowl of milk. Got it. Okay. Silver.
There you go.
Cheers. And he puts it in his mouth. and just sort of feels around with it with his tongue and then spits it out into the tip jar. As he goes, all right. 2 gold, please. Did you give me the 2 gold already? I don't remember. Okay, got it. I don't care. Alright, so, 5 whiskey, and then anything... Is there anything else? Do you want anything? You? No. Some ale? 2 silver. Thank you very much. Alright, enjoy. I gotta go handle other customers now. And he walks away. Oh, Ducky is not coming in.
It's okay. I'm
Apparently.
dealt with it.
Okay, never mind, sorry. Anyways, so, Crowbar, as you taste this beer, I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw. As you take a drink of this beer, I'd like you to make a Constitution saving throw.
20.
You are quite the beer connoisseur, my friend. Nothing knocks you down and nothing overwhelms you. Where people may find this flavor so overwhelmingly delicious that it knocks them out until next Thursday, it is basically a concoction of pure delight and joy. It reminds you of the season of fall. In nearby a lake in the woods. It's very delicious.
That's curious. I never thought I could... My gosh, that's amazing. I've got to get a few more bottles of this. It might even replace my my post-injury vodka. Yes.
6 gold for a 12-pack.
Done.
There you go, and he plops it right there.
Take the gold. Take it. I'm covered my profile.
So, what brings people like you here? My name is Morgy Morg, by the way.
Hello.
Hello, Morgy Morg.
Hello.
My name is Scales. I'm a very good, a bard of sorts, and I see that your entertainment is a little, sparse, almost transparent. So I'm thinking maybe I could earn a few more beers by just providing a little more entertainment for your patrons.
Jessica Rabbit it. You know you want to.
Oh yeah, I don't usually take on bars because the last time that somebody asked me to perform for them, they were absolutely atrocious. They just ate light bulbs or something like that.
I can promise you that my performance will be fantastical and magical and amazing. What do
Roll
you
me a
say?
persuasion check.
Come on, big money, no whammies, right? Yeah, that'd be fine. Performance, and that would be persuasion. Sorry. 24 then, because my persuasion's quite high.
Boom, son.
Sure.
With 24, he's totally heard of Scales. So in that case, then Scales will he walks up to the spectral servant, kind of playing the piano, and
Morg just kind of snaps his fingers to just beckon him away.
Oh, okay. No, I want him at the piano.
Oh, sorry. Continue.
Yeah. So Scales then says that it whispers in his ear and gets him to play just some smooth, sexy piano. He lifts himself up on the piano, strikes a little pose, one leg up, arranges his robes so that he's just got a bit of thigh out.
Oh, God.
And you have the whole room's attention.
And he sings a slow, deep, sexy ass song that makes everybody feel just happy and really relaxed and almost like they feel extra rested.
All right, roll me a performance check with advantage, good sir.
Right. Come on. And what was it? Performance. That would be a 17.
A few people get up and leave because they find it a little bit awkward. But
Are they tenting?
No, yeah, they're not feeling awkward. They're feeling awkward being in the bar right now. They're not feeling awkward. Oh, this is great, but I need to not be here right now.
yeah, and but some others are their progression
They
in
have a scale fetish.
their progression in like their conversations and whatnot have slowed down to a nice smooth level where everybody feels. So I was talking about this earlier, and kind of thing, like now they're at this tone of voice. So now after the song finishes, you hear claps, very gentle claps, because they want to keep that relaxed atmosphere, and the whole pub is kind of a little bit quiet right now. All you hear is just it's a sea of small talk, just at low hushed tones.
And then Scale says, "So now that I have your attention, how about we interject a little humor into this bar so that everybody's not taking themselves so damn seriously? Yes?" And then
you hear from the crowd, "Hey!" as they lift drinks.
So he's going to tell a little joke, and he says, "So, how many dwarfs does it take to change a lamp?"
How many?
"There's just the one. He puts the lamp on the socket and just drinks until the world spins."
And then you hear, roll me an intelligence check.
He's got another one straight after this. Intelligence, probably not going to be very high, that. That would be a 6. He's charismatic, not intelligent.
You kind of see the bar go like, all right, and then you see one of the dwarves go like, "Fuck you, mate!" Absolutely hammered.
How many elves does it take to change a lamp? How many elves does it take?
How many?
Just the one. He holds the lamp, and obviously the world just revolves around him.
And then you hear the whole making their intelligence check.
That'd be a 12.
You get a good amount of crowd laughter, and then people go like, that's clever, and the elves go like, that's clever, basing us on a stereotype, but I'm not amused.
Yeah, Scales then just goes and leans back up against the piano and says, "Okay, Spooky, it's time for another song." And he just bursts into another song, but this one's a little bit more upbeat, like just some like happy jazz,
People go like, there you go, there you go, and then you start getting some tips. You start getting some tips and whatnot.
Good. Scales was mainly doing this to try and make sure that the majority of people are distracted, so that the other less conspicuous of us, not shiny gold, can maybe get away with a little bit more. So I'm just letting you know his aim in making sure that all eyes are on him, apart from just being himself.
I would like you to make a perception check as well, by the way, while you're singing, just leaning on that piano. As well as everybody else, actually.
That would be a 22 for scales.
Alright.
17.
Jesus Christ, my dice are on fire tonight. 23.
15.
In all the mixed match and whatnot of all the stuff that's going on right now, you see a cloaked figure with a large sack that he's carrying, and you cannot see the face.
Low figure.
Mm-hmm.
And where are they?
They just entered the tavern.
Oh, okay. Okay. Keep a close eye on them. Is Scale still doing his thing then, I'm assuming?
Yeah, I'm just trying to keep people distracted.
He is indeed.
Music.
Yeah.
Ah.
Just observing.
Yes, since I am now carrying a large quantity of birds, large quantity of very good birds, I'm going to slosh my way over to a table of dangerous-looking chaps.
Mm-mm.
Yes. This seems like an excellent idea
You see,
for a person who's been drinking since breakfast.
the ones with just like any old group of dangerous people.
Yeah. Why not?
All right, you reach basically a bunch of you reach a group of tieflings that have animal furs and whatnot that they're wearing, and they're just like Arvin. They're just talking about this latest hunt that they went hunting for. They're hunting rare, exotic, magical creatures, and they're just having a laugh. And a sort of blue tiefling with an eye patch and a red eye just goes like, "Ah! A man who brings drinks is a friend of our table. Come, sit."
Then I shall. I climb up onto the chair. There's probably quite a significant height difference there. But yeah. So there. So, hunted anything decent recently? Who have the appearance of rugged fellows?
Ah, yes, we just sold a family of feodes that we just hunted down recently.
Ah. I point to the next one like, what about you? What's your impressive story? Yeah. Let's what's the most impressive thing you've hunted?
Let's see here. Just sort of more of an older one that has sort of like one horn broken off. It's a white tiefling that's absolutely dirty to high hell. And he thinks about it. He says, probably a walrus corn.
Recall. Fair enough. Yeah, I go around the table. Yeah. What's is the best of all recall?
As you listen around, you do hear one of them talk about like a menagerie turtle, which seems the most interesting one. And a menagerie turtle, there's these rare creatures, these menagerie turtles that are just in one place. But if they catch sight of you, they morph into ginormous dragon turtles specifically. These glass menagerie turtles are an old security system that Baylor made to protect some of his personal treasures.
Fair enough. That sounds quite interesting. And at this point, I unveil the full horror and glory of Shark vs. Shark story. And
roll me a performance
if I have
check.
any like, I would like to say detritus, but I also mean trophies. I'd like to
You do have a few of the shark bear teeth.
Yes, I'll show off some of the Shark vs. Shark teeth that still have like bits of scales on them. Yes. What do I need to roll to impress these people massively?
Performance.
Fuck yes. A skill I have no proficiency and a -1 in.
Yeah.
It's a 2! It's a halfling botch!
Can I, as I'm performing, could I, like occasionally in the performance, towards my friends, I give like a little wink or a dance move or part of my song directly refers to them.
And this is for my friend.
In a boastful way. Yeah. So I'd also like to give him inspiration. So you got
how do you give the inspiration?
While I'm up there singing. So while I'm up there singing, I want to like for this particular instance, I'm gonna give him a little wink, and I say, and while I'm singing, part of my song tells a little tale of a very well-armed, dapper, rather upper-class fighter that's never ever steps away from a fight, and Grillmore knows it's about him, especially because the character is called Grill No More.
Fair enough. Deed of inspiration to you, sir.
What manner of dice is this inspiration?
D8.
It's still only a 7 in total. But yay!
Oh well.
A shark bear shark. Ah, interesting. Interesting. Well, I don't necessarily.
Don't we have a scroll of summon shark bear shark?
I do.
Yeah. This might not be the place though. It's a little full.
Yeah.
Yes, we could just show it and then be like, yeah, fuck off.
Well,
Would you like me to
nice.
help you? Like, why are we impressing these people?
Oh. Yeah, this point, all these big old tieflings like, we're what's hunters. I just be like, excuse me for a moment. I duck down to talk to my shorter colleague.
I'm only about a foot smaller than you. You have to duck that far.
That's a third of my height.
Yeah, that's true.
I duck. Also, I'm sitting on a chair designed for a human-sized creature, so I'd have to climb off the chair and duck.
Okay.
But yeah, we're trying to impress the dangerous ones, so that we can get a line on the very dangerous cannibal murderer. You see?
Okay. So you think if we impress them, they'll tell us where it is? Why couldn't we just ask them?
Because we need to build a rapport first.
Things are so much simpler when I used to do them. You aim a crossbow at someone's throat, you say, oh, you give me the information, I kill you. Then you kill his friends and his other friends, and... fine. I will climb up upon the chair in which Gromor was standing on. I will then stand up upon the table.
who are you?
I am Ducky. I shall be your purveyor of awesome shit today, and I shall
You
demonstrate...
smell awfully drunk.
Yes, part of my charm. So I'm here today to show you exactly what this good fellow was talking about. You want to see a shark bear shark? I can be a shark bear shark. I'll cast disguise self, make myself look like a shark bear shark.
Oh god!
You see before
So
you
it's like a 2'4" version of a shark bear shark.
It is. It's basically if Ewok had shark arms.
Yep, that's pretty much exactly what I'm going for right now.
That reminds me. I had the shark puppets. I forgot them.
No.
I've got them in the front room. I forgot again.
Next
Damn
time.
it. I have to keep bringing this up. It'll have to be like our one war story he tells us all the time. I actually played with them this morning. Oh well.
I will basically begin to waddle around the top of this table and and so this giant shark bear shark had emerged out of the ground, waving my two shark arms. It emerged from the grounds, and my heroic friend over here, get out your sword, dude, get out your sword.
Oh, no, not again.
Get out of your sword!
Shing!
It lets go. It lets go.
And then he attacks the foul beast! Attack me, but don't hurt me. Do it.
Sure. I just whack her with the straight flat of the blade.
Scales
Fall down and waddle.
start playing like battle tunes in the background. Like
Blood
you would
versus Gorn. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
It's like, oh no! And the horrific Grey Beast stood over the shark-bear shark and plunged his blade into its heart. Do that, but don't actually hurt me. Get on the table! Get on the table!
Alright. Climb on the table, be nagged. Shark the shark. Ah!
And as he does that, I like minor illusion a bunch of blood, like comically just spraying everywhere out of the wound.
We Tarantino that shit.
Yeah, I kick and waddle my little arms a little bit and then lay down flat. And then I dissolve the illusion. I dissolve the disguise self, so I look like Ducky again. It's like, and that was the true story of how this this person destroyed the shark-bear shark. Thank you. And then I'll bow.
Roll me a performance check with advantage.
Oh, fuck mine.
Yeah.
Can I have been inspired by a...
You have advantage.
Okay. Oh, well, that was awesome, because that was a 2 and an 18, so it's 22.
You see these rugged-looking hunting group of tieflings just jaw drop, going like, "Holy shit! That must have been quite the beast."
Oh yes, it was a most excellent hunt.
Most impressive, sir. Most impressive.
Yes, and currently we find ourselves searching a more devious prey. I was hoping you might have an idea of where we might want to look.
What's this game you're looking for?
Well, it's a beast in the form of an individual named Shia LaBeouf.
They kind of scoot their chair away a little bit from you. And you hear people you see people sort of turning their heads to you. He's like, "You don't want to mess with him, mate."
Oh yes, I do. I've been paid a great deal of money. One might say it's the only thing keeping me in the city.
Well, he just entered.
Oh, so it's the it's the Roby fellow with the bag, eh?
That bag's got us killing. Yep.
Wow. That's not very professional. God.
This ain't a professional place.
They'll let anyone be a killer nowadays. God.
I know, back in my day, I used to have respect for these sort of things. There was a certain class and honour.
Yes, Ducky. Of course.
Climb off the table. Very
You don't want to say things like that around here, mate. That's really dangerous.
Yes, well, allow me to be the first to say, fuck that guy. He won't be a problem for long.
You hear a thwack of a dagger meeting wood on the table. And you turn around, you see this cloaked figure looking directly at you, all the way from one of the tables that is at the entrance.
Only a dagger.
I was more thinking that's a complete waste of a blade. You just dulled it. What kind of killer are you? And I'll take the blade out of the table.
Yes.
And we will roll initiative next time.
Sorry, guys. We might have kicked this off.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
It will be.
Don't worry, you've got new armor.
I do.
He does.
Yeah, Scales does.
Oh yeah.
With that being said, though, be sure to check out the Bloodthirsty Puppets or the good folks at cognitivemerchant.co.uk. There we go. That's the website address. I was trying to remember the last part of it. And be sure to follow them. Follow us. Go to YouTube. Check out the archives. Pretty funny stuff. Last episode was hilarious. And we will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!
Cheerio!
And I completely forgot that I'm the person that's outroing this bullshit, so yeah. Keep waving for a while. Keep waving.
Cheerio!